Oh, it's definitely helpful to have that
Does that
light.
help? Yeah.
Yes, a ton, a ton, a ton. Okay.
Go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. Can you please find a seat so we can get started? Good evening. I'm Miriam Dant, and it's my honor to serve as president of the Jewish Federation of Greater Indianapolis, our board of directors. And I am happy to welcome you all here tonight for the 126th annual meeting of our federation. It was wonderful to see so many familiar faces in the cocktail hour, but it was really also wonderful to see a lot of new faces here. Your strength and just the fact that you come out tonight, gathering in a room filled like this, shows us that we have such a strong past, present, and future. I'd like to begin by acknowledging our legacy donors who we honored at the cocktail party just now. Together with our partners, Federation is proud to count over 500 individuals who have made legacy commitments to sustain and strengthen our Jewish community, Lador Vador, for generations to come. These individuals lead by example, and my husband Dave and I are proud to be among you. Whether it is through your annual campaign support, establishing an endowment fund, or supporting one of our synagogues or partner agencies, there are so many meaningful ways to invest in our shared future because it starts with us. If you would like to learn more about legacy giving, please contact Brian Hoffman, who can get you all the information. We have a full agenda tonight with not only the requisite business to conduct, but to honor some remarkable individuals and programs whose innovative missions, strong leadership, and steadfast passion have had a meaningful impact in our community. The stories behind the awards that you will see presented tonight remind us of why we do the work that we do. Stories that demonstrate the power of your generosity and your desire to ensure that community not only endures, but thrives. Now, please allow me a few minutes to kvel on some things that I'm really proud of. First, the amazing team effort between our outstanding professional team at the Federation, our partner agencies, and dedicated lay leaders throughout, one that a board chair can only dream of. They surpass expectations every time. And I can't say thank you enough for helping us raise over $5 million in last year's annual campaign and kicking this year's campaign off to a strong start. We are enjoying sold out and packed house community events. We took our community and our message out to the world with missions to places like Mexico City and Israel and trips to DC to lobby our congressional delegation for badly needed security funding and better policies. And the world has come to us. We had visits from the US ambassador to Israel. We recently had a visit from the consul general to the Midwest. And we've had many Israeli delegations come through and enjoy Hoosier hospitality. Personally, one of my favorite parts of this last year has been meeting with and being mentored by so many of our past leaders who have been incredibly generous with your advice and time. And I truly appreciate how you have helped guide me through this last year. I'm also so proud of and have enjoyed getting to meet so many of our cream of the crop and up and coming young leaders who remind me of the importance of our engagement and leadership efforts and give me so much optimism about our future. Another favorite part of this past year has been getting a glimpse behind the curtain of the team of professionals who make our federation work so well and make it look so seamless. I need to offer also a very special thanks to Todd Maurer, not only for serving as co-president for me with much of the past year, but for stepping up at a critical time to serve as interim CEO while we transition to new professional leadership. Todd, I've enjoyed collaborating with you, learning from you, and knowing that we have a partnership to deal with all the issues, many of which do not have a perfect answer. Speaking of a new CEO, I want you all to know that our goal is to have someone in place this fall. And the search committee, ably led by Beth Clapper and Josh Kabak, has the process well underway. Stay tuned. We'll be providing all of you with updates later on. Please know that I'm always available if you ever have a concern, a question, an idea, or just input regarding our federation. Reach out to me at any time, and I'm happy to talk to all of you, and I would enjoy the opportunity, so please don't hesitate. So to formally begin this evening, it's my honor to invite Rabbi Avi Grossbaum of Chabad Lubavitch of Indiana to the podium to share a Devar Torah. Rabbi Grossbaum, please join us on the stage, and we look forward to hearing your wise words.
Thank you. Good evening. This week we're reading the Torah, the portion of Bahaloscha, telling us about Aaron lighting the menorah in the temple. And our rabbis point out that we already had that information earlier. Why put it in over here? And they say that because Aaron felt despondent, he felt upset. In the previous Torah portion, tells us of all the tribes inaugurating the temple in the desert. And each tribe brought their sacrifices. Each tribe was represented by a leader of a tribe. Everyone was there, all 12 tribes, except for the Levites, Kohanim. They did not bring anything. And Aaron was upset. And Moshe says, don't worry, you will light the menorah in the temple. That's why it mentions it here. But what happened to, you get what you get, you don't get upset. Remember that? Why does Aaron have to be consoled? And the answer is, it depends. In things of material, we should look and train ourselves and train our kids to look at those who have less and thank God for what we have. In things of spirit, we should look for those that are beyond us, more involved, more spiritually studying Torah and involved in mitzvah, and aspire to greater. So that's perfectly all right. But it should not go to our heads. In the end of this week's Torah portion, Torah tells us that Vahish Moshe anav mikol adam. Moshe was the most humble of all people in the entire world. What does it mean he was the most humble? Moses was pretty impressive. He talked truth to power, took the Jewish people out of Egypt, did the miracles, brought us the Torah, spent 40 days on Mount Sinai. How can he be so humble? And the answer our rabbis point out is that humility does not mean negating or ignoring or downplaying our things that we've done right and our activities and our positive things. Humility is, and this is where Moshe comes in, thinking and realizing that it was all a gift of the Almighty to him. And perhaps somebody else with his gifts could have done and would have done better. And that's what Moshe was looking. And that's the lesson for us. We always, each one of us and all of us together, could do better and will do better. And that's what we should aspire to day after day. Thank you.
Thank you, Rabbi. You know, Miriam was saying how much she enjoyed working with me. I'm not sure that she really means that or not, because I abandoned her as her co-president. So I'm not sure how thrilled she is with me. But Miriam, it is a pleasure to work with you. This community only works in partnership. And Miriam's a great partner leading our board. And it's a great pleasure to work with you, Miriam. But I hope I can come back to co-presidency soon. We'd also like to thank our dedicated professionals. We have a lot of professionals in this community, whether it be our clergy, our synagogue executives, our agency executives, they're all vital to our community. Our community leaders are working today in a way that we have not seen ever in this community. They meet regularly together. They cooperate together. They explore new ideas together. And it is a pleasure watching our agency executives figure out how to work together to build our community stronger. And I just want to thank them, and I'll talk about them a little bit more later on tonight. I know it's not always easy to be a volunteer or a professional leader in this community, but it's a meaningful responsibility. I'm kind of preaching to all of you who already know all this. You are all here because you are leaders in our community, and you have been leaders in our community, and you continue to be leaders in our community. It takes time and care and commitment to thoughtfully represent our community, to collaborate closely with each other, to guide decisions that support both our present needs and our shared future. And the people who are at the front line of doing this and have been for a long time are our past presidents. And I just want to take a moment to single out our past presidents. If you're a past president, would you just please rise and be recognized? As interim CEO, you always know when advice is coming from a past president because it's, you need to do this. And when it's coming from a younger volunteer, it's, what do you think about this? But I appreciate all the advice I get from our past presidents. It's always good advice in all seriousness, and I appreciate all of them. I also, I feel for Miriam, because as a president of the board, you have to work with the CEO. If she only had to work with the rest of our staff, it'd be a great and easy experience. But Miriam and I battle back and forth on ideas and how to make things better, and that makes the whole process better. And so I'm really happy for that. Right now, I'd like to welcome two members of our community to sing our anthems, Bracha Cantor and Hannah Perklov. If you would join us to lead us in the anthems, please.
Hello, I'm Hannah Farahan Perklov. Bracha and I are both honored to have been asked to do this. I'm going to do the national anthem and Bracha will do the Hatikva. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Woo!
Pull up my words just in case. Kulot balevav benimav nefesh Yehudi homia ulefate Zion, Sophia. O Lord, Datik Fotenu, Atik Vabat Shnot Alpayim, Liotam Chofshi Be'artzenu, Eretz Zion, Virushalayim, Liotam Chofshi Be'artzenu, Eretz Zion, Virushalayim.
Hundred and 21st annual meeting. We fast forwarded earlier, I think. That was wonderful. Thank you both. It's now time to take a pause and take a moment to remember the members of our Jewish community who have passed away since our last annual meeting. Among them are several Holocaust survivors, longtime lay leaders, whose lives and legacies have left an enduring impact on all of us. We're doing something a little different tonight to recognize those we've lost. We're asking some young and engaged members of our community to recite the names of those whom our community has lost. And we feel this is a beautiful and respectful way to connect the younger generation with those we have lost who were trailblazers for our community. We have asked two of our young leaders to represent their contemporaries in honoring the memory of those we've lost. Isaac Mervis is a Mauer Coak alumni, and Isaac Rothbaum is a recent graduate of the Lou and Sybil Mervis Youth Philanthropy Program. And they will lead us in honoring the memory of those we have lost in the last year.
Sylvia Blaine, Jeff Bohart, Susan L. Kahn, Renee Sell, Lois Chernoff, Ralph Cohen, David Kukier, Myra Echt, Lois Ashkenazi, Sydney D. Eskenazi, Debbie France, Lenora Ginniger, Linda A. Glansman, Marcia Goldfarb, Phyllis Goodman, Benita Greenbaum, Elliot Gussow, Edward Haston, Rod A. Hoffs, Vladimir Ilian, Spencer Klein, Diane Kramer, Shirley Colwyn, Shirley Kurlander, Joan Larman, Bill Lee, Martin N. Lewis, Marilyn Linderman, Martin F. Lip, Miriam Morgan, Lori Moss, Doreen Namias, Vincent No, Eli Ottman, Mildred Perry, Zelda Riva Profeta, Sandra Rothbaum, Edwin Rubenstein, Pamela M. Rubenstein, Susan Schwab, Evgenia Shapiro, Leona J. Shevitz, Norma Shore, Gregory K. Silver, David Simon, Daniel H. Spitzberg, Gerald C. Steinfeld, Leonid Streltsov, Nathan Voldman, Barry Z. Wallach, Horst Winkler, Robert Wolf.
May their memory be for a blessing. And I want to apologize right now if we've forgotten anyone. That does happen. We endeavor not to, but our apologies for whoever, if we did forget anybody. And we hope we didn't include anyone that should not have been included in that list. Thank you, Isaacs, for doing this for us tonight. At the heart of everything we do in our federation as a community is to develop and engage our community, to build and develop leaders, and help others in need. Tonight, you'll see that mission in action through the people and programs building the next generation of Jewish leaders. From emerging voices finding confidence to advocates standing strong, to volunteers and teens discovering their impact, this is leadership in motion. It's also a story about community, connection, and our shared responsibility to care for one another and build something that will endure. I'd like you to watch this video, and as you do, I want you to think about your role in this story and the difference we can continue to make together. Please enjoy the video.
It starts with a simple idea that each of us has the power to make a difference, that leadership isn't reserved for a few. It lives within our community, waiting to be nurtured, inspired, and activated. Through our Prostowski Teen Leadership Cohort, an advanced leadership development experience designed to cultivate and connect the next generation of Jewish community leaders, we are equipping emerging voices with the knowledge, relationships, and vision to shape what comes next. Through the Mauer Co-op program, we are empowering young adults with the tools, confidence, and understanding to confront anti-Semitism and stand as informed, courageous advocates in an increasingly complex world. Through the dedicated efforts of our women's philanthropy volunteers, leaders who come together to mobilize giving, strengthen community, and champion the values of collective responsibility, we are advancing impact driven by purpose and connection. And through our Lou and Sybil Mervis Youth Philanthropy Indie classes, where teens learn the power of tzedakah by working as a philanthropic board, evaluating needs, building consensus, and awarding grants, we are nurturing the next generation of changemakers grounded in values and action. These are more than programs. They are powerful launchpads for growth and meaningful Jewish connection today and for generations to come. Every day, alumni from these cohorts are stepping up by serving on boards, leading committees, shaping decisions, and driving impact across our community. They are aligning passion with mission. And they are not doing it alone. They are supported by something truly extraordinary, a strong volunteer base, a committed donor community, and dedicated guidance from those who came before them, all united in a shared mission. At our core, our mission is simple yet powerful: to help others and engage our Jewish community in ways that are meaningful, lasting, and impactful. Yes, we raise funds, but fundraising is never the end goal. It's a means. It's how we build connections, provide support, and strengthen the fabric of our community. So, what does the future look like? We envision a future where leadership is a legacy, where giving back means building forward. A future where creating an endowment, supporting our annual campaign, or serving in a leadership role is more than a contribution, it's a statement. A statement that says, we are investing in the lives of others. We are shaping the world for our children and grandchildren. We are leaving a legacy of meaning, connection, and care. Because real change doesn't happen somewhere else. It doesn't happen someday. It starts with us. And together, we are just getting started.
I've been asked to offer the state of the Jewish Federation in Indianapolis. In my business, or what we would call my day job as the CEO, I kind of drive the strategy of the company. It works differently here. The staff is very active in driving strategy in what we do here. And our agency executives are very active in driving our strategy. And so as the immediate past co-president of the board and the current interim CEO, I think I should offer my thoughts first, that I can't take credit for all this. And I need to first recognize our agency executives. So our agency executives, would you come join me up here, please? David Sklar, the JCRC, Sam Dobrinsky, the JCC, Rachel Katz of Jewish Family Services, and Evan Lubline of Hooverwood, who's not able to join us tonight. Because these are the people that are making things happen every day. Come on up. But now you have to stand up here with, okay? We'll have our hand raised. We're very lucky to have these good people. These leaders are the core of our community. They do vital work. They take care of our community. They protect our community. They feed our community. They are the front line. We, the Indianapolis Jewish community, are very fortunate to have these leaders. Their continued work and hopefully long tenures will be transformative to the Jewish community. Together, our agency executives, along with a small task force that has already been formed, so don't come up and ask to be part of it, it's done, will lead us in exploring new and innovative ideas for the future of our facilities and our campus. They have some incredibly creative ideas that have never been thought of before. We are in good hands with this group of leaders. So thank you. Don't. Well, these are not the only people that need to share in the success of our community. So I need to recognize my team and the staff at the Jewish Federation of Greater Indianapolis. Now, they have not seen my remarks tonight. Actually, they have a little nickname for me because they don't always know what I'm going to say. But I'd like to recognize the Federation staff and ask them all to come on up here. Come on. I see Michael up there. He says, I'm not coming up. Come on, Michael. Come down for a minute. Come on. Come on up. Come on. Block the screen. It's okay.
No problem.
Yeah. We got twins coming. See, they just keep coming. Oh, here they come. You know, Michael and Josh, I'm glad you're coming up here because why don't you come right over here with me? Margot, I need some help here too. So can you help me? Margot and I have been working together for a long time. And yeah, these three people have 20 years each of tenure at our federation. And they're all vital to what we do. Actually, I can't do much of anything without these two. They fix everything I do wrong. Josh Lee, Michael Smoger, thank you so much for your tenure. Margot Fox has been around for 20 years. I think it's next month is your actual anniversary. So thank you for your long tenure and thank you to the entire staff. Thank you very much. You guys can go back. I know you are. They got some, they're nervous to be here because they had to run the slides. And if I make them stay here, then we fall behind, which we may be doing already. Well, your federation has done some incredible work since our last annual meeting. We had a successful Prystowski ATEED program. There's some ATEED 6 people in the audience, maybe. The ATEED program is our flagship leadership program. This success is evident in the number of ATEED 6 graduates who are actively leading our committees and agencies today. We've also just launched the 3rd Maurer COAC program. COAC alumni are also actively involved in leadership and in volunteering. The alumni of our COAC programs and our ATEED programs are also leading contributors to our annual campaign. These leaders are inspiring. I wish all you could have the opportunity I have as interim CEO to learn with, to work with, and see our future leaders take on the tasks of our community and do the work that many of you were doing when you were the young leaders in our community. You should all be very proud of our young leadership. We also have a task force that many of you might want to hear about, exploring transferring our endowment and our donor advised funds into a new and separate foundation. We will have its own board of directors. This is an important safeguard that protects these essential funds from liability and misappropriation. Now, rest assured, we have no issues with liability or misappropriation today, but this is a best practice initiative that will be completed in the coming months and protect these assets for generations. Let us remember that our federation, your federation, is not first and foremost a fundraising organization. Though fundraising is a key component of what we do, and if you want to make a contribution tonight, we'd accept it. Your federation is doing much more important work. We are engaging the Jewish community in an impactful and meaningful manner, while also assisting our overall community by helping those in need. This is our mission. We engage people and we help people. We do this through our Partnership Together program, through our YOFI program, through our TEED program, our COOC program, our Next Gen program, our Women's Philanthropy program, and our new or newer men's philanthropy programs. We do this by bringing in speakers that challenge us to do more, to be bold, to be innovative. This year, we heard from the comedian Modi, from Julie Platt, the past chair of the Jewish Federations of North America, and many others. Well, actually, as a matter of fact, it's my pleasure tonight to announce our next incredible speaker coming to our community. This will be a community-wide program with limited seating, sponsored by our Women's Philanthropy program. On September 1st, we are excited to present a Women's Voice, a Community Strength, featuring Rachel Goldberg-Poland, along with her husband, Jonathan. Yeah, absolutely. Rachel and Jonathan are the parents of Hirsch Goldberg-Poland, who was taken hostage on October 7th. We will hear much more about this on September 1st. And I'm proud to say that this evening conversation with Rachel and Jonathan will be moderated by Megan Maurer, who's much more than just my sister-in-law. This is not a nepotism thing. Megan is a strong advocate for our community and for Israel, and she's the current president of our Partnership Consortium, which will be holding its annual gathering here in Indianapolis next week. To close my remarks tonight and to move forward on with the award section of the program tonight, which is the very exciting part, I want to leave you with two thoughts. And these are this: what I give rarely changes my life, but always changes someone else's life. What I give rarely changes my life, but it always changes someone else's life. And take this, we cannot build our community stronger with anyone on the sidelines. We need everybody. Suit up and get involved. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Todd, for sharing the state of our federation. And I don't know if you all sense the huge amount of relief as our staff and agency leaders return to their seats without having to each make a 15-minute speech. So this was supposed to be an honor, not a chore, but well-deserved. At the heart of everything we do is a simple but powerful belief that leadership lives within each of us. And when nurtured, it shapes the future of our community in lasting ways. Tonight, you'll see that belief in action through the people and programs building the next generation of Jewish leaders. From emerging voices finding confidence to advocates standing strong, to volunteers and teams discovering their impact. This is leadership in motion. It's also a story about community connection and our shared responsibility to care for one another and build something that will endure. As you watch the next video, I invite you to think about your role in this story and the difference we can continue to make together.
Just kidding. We're going to give out the awards. Our first award is the Melvin Simon Tikkun Olam Award, established in 2002 to recognize unique special projects that enhance the overall community. This award is presented tonight to the Indiana Jewish Festival, a project celebrating Jewish life and culture led by Rabbi Avi Grossbaum and the Chabad Lubavitch of Indiana. Chabad started the Indiana Jewish Festival in 2025 to create a place for people of all faiths and backgrounds to come together to celebrate the contributions and vibrancy of Jewish identity through food, of course, music, local vendors, activities, tradition, fun, and spirit. The event touched thousands of lives, and due to its success, was made into an annual tradition for all to cherish each year. The second annual festival will be held in the City Hall lawn in Carmel on Sunday, August 30th. We are proud to recognize Chabad's impact and honor them with this award. I now invite Rabbi Grossbaum to accept this award.
Okay, I'm pleased to say I am on the correct page this time. My bad. Our next award is the Melvin Simon Tikkun Olam Award, and it is presented to the Indianapolis Jewish Community Relations Council's student-to-student program. Through this powerful initiative, Jewish high school students in grades 10 through 12 are trained to share their lived experiences and knowledge of Judaism with their non-Jewish peers. The goal is simple but profound: to combat anti-Semitism and prejudice by building real, personal, one-on-one connections. Student to student brings meaningful firsthand conversations into schools that may have little or few Jewish students, creating understanding where there otherwise might have been misconceptions. Thanks to the vision and dedication of volunteers like Myron and Myrna Weinberger, Steve Jacobs, Bob Schloss, Frank Grunwald of blessed memory, Neil Levine, and many others, this impactful program was brought to Indianapolis from St. Louis in 2017 and continues to grow at really amazing rates and reach and provide influence today. It is now my honor to invite JCRC's Yanav Schmuckler and David Sklar to the stage to accept this award.
Okay.
Our next award is the Domont Award, which was established in honor of Ben and Gus Domont for their many years of steadfast support and commitment to the quality of Jewish life in Indianapolis. This year, the Domont Award is proudly presented to Joni Rothenberg and Yael Buxbaum. Yes. For their incredible dedication and community service, creating the Indianapolis Jewish Community Center's Community Mosaic Project. If you visited the JCC in early April, chances are you saw the Community Mosaic Project underway, and you may have even stopped by to place a tile. Joni, a local artist, and her cousin, Israeli artist Yael Buxbaum, created an 8-foot mosaic that will hang near the JCC's main entrance for years to come. The artwork depicts a cross-section of the JCC community, people of all ages and backgrounds, united by the theme of belonging. The piece was laid flat on a table, inviting participants to gather around and place colorful tiles onto designated spots, dipping each piece into glue before setting it in place. One tile at a time, groups impacting 1,000 people across the community help create not only a vibrant work of art, but also a shared sense of connection. The finished mosaic will hang not only as a work of art, but as a lasting symbol of a community coming together one piece at a time. A huge thank you to JCC staff, including Jody Greenwald and Abby Katz, for working hard behind the scenes alongside Joni and Yael to make this project happen. Tonight, we are honored to recognize the vision and spirit behind this remarkable project. Yael is unable to be here with us this evening, but we have Joni here to accept the award for both of them.
I actually got to put some pieces on there, and I was told I did it correctly. I'm sure when I left, they fixed them. The next award is the Lev Award. This is established in 2017. This award recognizes independent initiatives to create and or share a Jewish experience. This year, the Lev Award recognizes 3 extraordinary young leaders whose commitment turned grief into action and isolation into community. Janine Shapiro, Iris Goldberg, and Maital Ashkenazi were the driving force behind Indianapolis's Run for Their Lives, the walks that were organized week after week for more than 500 days. Through over 70 walks, they brought together individuals, families, and multiple generations, Jewish and non-Jewish alike, to stand in solidarity, to raise awareness, and ensure the stories of the hostages were not forgotten. Their leadership went far beyond logistics. They created space for connection, for remembrance, and for hope during one of the darkest periods our community has faced. Their work reminded us that you don't have to share a background to share humanity, and that collective action can bring light even in moments of deep uncertainty. It's our honor to recognize their tireless dedication and impact. Janine and Iris are not able to be here tonight. Our next award is the L.L. Goodman Award. Traditionally, the L.L. Goodman Young Leadership Award is presented by the recipients the previous year. Unfortunately, our last year's recipients are both out of town. So we have 2 stand-ins tonight, and I'm fortunate to be one of those stand-ins. This award was established in 1966 to recognize individuals under 50 who have demonstrated leadership skills in community activities and in the annual campaign. And this is a surprise award given to 1 male and 1 female young leader in our community. Before I go into announcing this award, I'm just curious, how many L.L. Goodman Young Leadership Award winners do we have in the audience today? Can you stand up if you've won this award, please? Look at this. That's incredible. And for the 2 people who are going to win this award tonight, that's a lot of pressure. There's some great leaders that just stood up. So it's my pleasure to present the first L.L. Goodman Award, which honors an individual who's embodying dedication, leadership, and deep commitments to strengthening the Jewish community life. This year's first recipient reflects all of that and more. For years, this person has been a steady and impactful presence across our community. Through their leadership with Jewish Family Services, this person has played a central role in the Adopt a Family program, bringing together volunteers each year to support families during the holiday season with care and compassion. Their commitment extends beyond hands-on service. She has become a strong supporter of the Federation's annual campaign, demonstrating through her generosity a true belief in sustaining and growing our community for the future. That commitment is also something she models at home, instilling the importance of philanthropy in her children. And just last month, making a gift on behalf of each of them during the major donor dinner. This person is a graduate of both the Maurer Co-op program and the Prystowski-Atid leadership program. She continues to step up in meaningful leadership roles, including serving as the inaugural co-chair of the Jewish Family Services Advisory Board. I think she knows who it is now. And contributing to the Federation CEO Search Committee positions that these both positions reflect the trust others place in her judgment and in her dedication. And what makes her contributions even more remarkable is she does all this while balancing a demanding career as a physician and her role as a mother, showing all of us what it means to lead with both purpose and heart. She's not only an emerging leader, she is already a leader, helping shape the future of our community. It's my honor to present the L.L. Goodman Award tonight to Shana Gordon Cohen. Not that there's competition between our leadership programs, but co-op got her first. And now would like to invite Eli Isaacs, who received this award 2 years ago, to present the second award.
The second LL Goodman Award for Outstanding Young Leadership not only celebrates achievement, but momentum. It recognizes someone whose passion, commitment, and leadership are already shaping the future of our Jewish community in meaningful and lasting ways. This recipient embodies that vision in every sense. From the national stage to our local community, this individual has demonstrated a remarkable ability to lead with both purpose and humility. As a member of JFNA's National Young Cabinet, he has taken his leadership beyond our own walls, helping to elevate and strengthen Jewish communities across the country. His peers recognized his judgment and insight by selecting him to serve on the CEO Search Committee, a role that reflects both trust and respect at the highest level of the organization's leadership. As a major donor, he doesn't just talk about impact, he invests in it. He sets an example of what it means to give, not only generously, but thoughtfully. His dedication to fighting hate and building understanding is reflected in his participation as a graduate of the ADL Glass Leadership Institute, where he further honed his voice as an advocate and leader. And the broader community has taken notice. He was named to the prestigious 36 under 36, recognizing him as one of the most promising young leaders shaping the future across industries and causes. As a valued member of the P&A committee, he has contributed to the strategic decisions that guide our organization's strength and sustainability. And looking ahead, he will soon take on even greater responsibility as an upcoming Federation board member and executive committee member. But perhaps what makes this leader truly exceptional isn't just the list of accomplishments, impressive as they are. It's how he shows up, with integrity, with energy, with a deep and abiding belief in the power of the community. He leads not for recognition, but for impact, and that impact is already being felt in ways that will echo for years to come. It's my great pleasure to present the L.L. Goodman Award for Outstanding Young Leadership to Josh Kabak.
I'm going to ask Rebecca to give out the next award. Oh, wait.
Congratulations, Joshua. We are so proud of you.
We're sorry we can't be with you tonight as you're recognized for all of your many accomplishments in the Jewish community in Indianapolis and around the world too. Have a wonderful celebration tonight. We love you.
Okay, now I'm going to ask Rebecca to give out our next award.
The next award is our second surprise award of the evening. The Frank H. Newman Award was established in 1991 to honor outstanding professionals who serve within one of Federation's constituent or beneficiary agencies. Tonight, we have the privilege of recognizing someone whose impact on our community is both profound and far-reaching, though he would be the last to expect this moment. For more than 15 years, this individual has worked tirelessly to safeguard and strengthen Jewish life in Indianapolis. Rising through the ranks from Director of Government Affairs to Executive Director of the Indianapolis Jewish Community Relations Council, his leadership has been defined by integrity, persistence, and deep commitment to our community. He has become a trusted voice on some of the most critical issues facing our community and beyond, advocating on anti-Semitism, Israel, civil rights, and public policy, while also advancing efforts in community security, interfaith relationships, and education. His work ensures not only that the Jewish community is protected and represented, but that the broader coalitions are built on understanding and respect. His impact extends beyond a single organization. From championing healthcare policy at the Alzheimer's Association to serving on boards and committees across our city, he has continually shown up quietly, thoughtfully, and effectively for the greater good. A lifelong Indianapolis resident shaped by our local schools and institutions, he reflects the very best of this community, dedicated, collaborative, and values-driven. His leadership often happens behind the scenes, but its impact is deeply felt by all of us. It is our honor to recognize, and yes, surprise, David Sklar. Okay.
David is so deserving of that award. Congratulations. Oh, wait, there's an extra page in here that wasn't in my original script. You want to take that? Sure. Okay.
Going to try not to cry. It is my great honor to present a second Frank Newman Award to Andrea Krasinski. Andrea is someone who exemplifies the very best of our Jewish communal leadership and professionalism. During her time at the Jewish Federation of Greater Indianapolis, Andrea has elevated our organization and strengthened our community in countless ways. She launched the highly successful 36 Under 36 program, which later expanded into 18 Under 18, created our Jewish Community News magazine, professionalized our media relations efforts, and played a key role in crisis communications. She also fostered greater collaboration across our community by bringing together communications professionals from partner agencies and synagogues, creating stronger relationships and more coordinated messaging. Andrea consistently looked for ways to improve our work, streamline processes, and increase our impact. Her vision, creativity, and commitment to excellence have left a lasting mark on our federation. On a personal level, Andrea has been an invaluable partner in women's philanthropy, Together, we launched our Women's Signature event and helped elevate women's philanthropy to new heights. She developed campaign themes, crafted compelling appeals, and brought thoughtfulness and creativity to everything she touched. Her work strengthened donor relationships, inspired engagement, and advanced our mission in meaningful ways. Perhaps most importantly, Andrea's dedication extends beyond her professional role. As a pomegranate donor, she has personally invested in the work she championed every day, demonstrating her deep commitment to our Jewish community. And while tonight is about celebrating Andrea's accomplishments, I would be remiss if I didn't mention one of her greatest achievements, surviving 3 years working with me. Despite countless meetings, events, and projects, I still can't confidently pronounce her last name. Andrea has graciously corrected me more than once and somehow still considers me a friend and colleague. That patience alone deserves recognition. Andrea is a leader, a collaborator, mentor, and trusted friend whose impact will be felt for years to come. While we are sad to see her leave, we are thrilled for her and her family as they return home to Michigan and prepare to welcome their newest 2 additions. We know she will bring the same energy, grace, and determination to this next chapter as she has brought to our Federation and community. Andrea, please know that you will always have a community here that loves you, supports you, and is cheering you on. We are deeply grateful for all you have given to us and excited to see what lies ahead. It is with immense gratitude and admiration that we present Andrea with the Frank Newman Award.
You know, Andrea's title is Chief Marketing Officer or something along those lines, but has done and does way, way more than what her title is. And we'll miss you tremendously. But there might be some more snacks around the office now for the rest of us. She is carrying twins, so where are we here? Okay.
The next award is the Kahila Award, which was established in 2009 for sustained and outstanding volunteer service in the Jewish community. Tonight, we are proud to honor Noni Vonnegut Gabovich with the Kahila Award. For more than 2 decades, Noni has been the heart and backbone of Jewish life at Butler University, serving as a constant, compassionate, and deeply committed presence for generations of students. Her leadership has never been about recognition. It has been about building others up, nurturing student leaders, and creating a vibrant, enduring Jewish community. Through her tireless volunteerism, she has helped Butler Hillel not only exist, but truly thrive. Noni's impact extends far beyond programming or events. She has cultivated a true kahila, a community rooted in belonging, care, and connection. She has opened her home, guided students through moments of joy and challenge, and stood as a steady and reassuring presence during times of uncertainty and heartbreak. Whether mentoring students, partnering with faculty and community leaders, or advocating for Jewish life in complex moments on campus, Noni has led with empathy, wisdom, and resilience. Her work has strengthened not only the Jewish students, but the broader Butler community, fostering understanding, dialogue, and respect across faiths. What makes Noni extraordinary is not just the length of her service, but the depth of her love and dedication. She has shaped the lives of countless students, helping them explore their identities, deepen their connection to Jewish tradition, and leave Butler with a stronger sense of who they are. Her legacy is visible in every student she has supported, every leader she has mentored, and every life she has touched. Noni embodies the very spirit of community, compassion, and unwavering commitment, and it is with immense gratitude and admiration that we celebrate her tonight. Noni, please join us. Our final award of the evening is the prestigious Liebert I. Mosler Community Service Award, honoring an individual with a long-standing record of exceptional service to both the Jewish and broader Indianapolis community. This award is presented to someone whose impact reaches far beyond any single institution, Rabbi Aaron Spiegel. In recent years, few individuals within the Indianapolis Jewish community have influenced the broader multi-faith landscape so profoundly. As executive director and president of the Greater Indianapolis Multi-Faith Alliance, he has brought together faith leaders from diverse traditions into genuine partnership, building bridges, fostering collaboration, and advancing a shared vision of a more equitable Indianapolis. Through his leadership and widely read communications, he has amplified voices and connected communities across our state. He served as interim director of the Indianapolis Jewish Community Relations Council, for which I am still personally very grateful. And here we go. Sorry, I have too many pages up here. That is my fault. With the Jewish Community Relations Council, he demonstrated his deep commitment and trusted leadership. Rabbi Spiegel's service is both visionary and deeply practical. He is a tireless advocate at the community and legislative levels, championing affordable housing, immigrant support, and solutions for homelessness. His leadership spans the Hoosier Housing Needs Coalition, the Immigrant Welcome Center, and the Indiana Eviction Justice Network, where he has advanced efforts such as court watching to promote justice and accountability in our court system. He has helped bring critical conversations forward through initiatives such as the public screening of Beyond the Bridge and the Marion County Trustees Report, and his advocacy has contributed to transformative efforts such as Streets to Home Indy, uniting faith communities to end chronic homelessness. Rabbi Spiegel's influence is rooted in decades of leadership and innovation in Jewish and congregational life. Yet what distinguishes him most is not just his resume, but his presence, whether speaking from a podium, organizing coalitions, or standing on a street corner on a Sunday morning, offering food and dignity to those in need. Rabbi Spiegel embodies the spirit of this award, a commitment to service, belief in community, and a drive to make our city better for all. It is with great admiration and gratitude that we present him with the Liebert I. Mosler Community Service Award. Congratulations to all of our award recipients. Thank you for all that you have done and continue to do for our community. In addition to our annual awards, I want to take a moment to recognize a few others. First, two exceptional leaders whose dedication, commitment, and steady guidance has shaped the success of one of Federation's most impactful committees, our Planning and Allocations Committee. Co-chairs Emma Law Ottman and Daniel Raisman have gone above and beyond in so many ways, from countless hours of coordination and thoughtful decision-making to ensuring every detail was carefully considered. They truly set the bar for leadership. Your teamwork, professionalism, and unwavering commitment did not go unnoticed. You helped turn vision into reality and made a lasting impact on this committee and everyone involved. Unfortunately, Daniel cannot be here with us this evening, but we're pleased to welcome Emma to the stage to say thank you and present this award.
We're going to go off script again. Any of you have been involved with P&A before know it's kind of an exciting and lively event. So come up here and show everyone what.
Really all I ever want. I really needed it.
You did, yes,
Yeah.
yeah. Thank you for that work.
Thank you. Our federation offers scholarships and grants to support individuals pursuing academic enrichment, Jewish camp experiences, or Israel experiences. We appreciate the commitment made by the individuals and their families who support our community in this meaningful way. They are Joe and Sylvia Rothbard, Eugene and Betty Friedman, Len Parrell, Jules Dorfman, Mark Peskovitz, and Svetlana and Zinovi Grimberg. Thanks in part to the generosity of these families, our community was able to award over $29,000 in scholarships and grants to more than 40 deserving individuals. We're now going to move into the formal business portion of our evening, so I am officially calling this meeting of the Federation Board of Directors to order. It is my pleasure to call on Leslie Rubin, a past president and current chair of the nominating committee, to present the report of the nominating committee.
Getting thick up here in terms of paperwork. Good evening, everyone. So I will first of all want to thank you all for being here tonight, and I'm delighted to give you the report of the nominating committee. What I also want to tell you is, Andrea Krasinski, I want you to know that I'm going to miss you. We clicked early on when I was coming in as president, and you and I found words that worked together for us. So thank you so much. I want to also thank the members of the nominating committee because they were very gracious. They gave me plenty of time, of their precious time. It's hard to see in here. It gave me much of their time to have meetings, to talk about possible candidates, to talk about what we need and what in the way of leadership going forward. So pursuant to the bylaws of the Jewish Federation of Greater Indianapolis, I present the report of the nominating committee. Board members for first term, second term, and a one-year term are Michelle Corrin, James Schwartz, Janine Shapiro, Michelle McDonald, Emma Hoffman, Linda Mordo, and Josh Kabak. Honorary board members for a one-year term ending in 2027 include David Barrett, Karen Cohen, Rosalie Gossa, Hart Haston, David Clapper, Barbara Leventhal, Barb Levy, Diane Lutz, Janie Maurer, Michael Mervis, Livia Russell, Robert Schloss, Herb Simon. The nominating committee slate of the board candidates requires a vote of the community, the entire community. We request that all those voting in favor of the slate, please acknowledge by raising their hand. Now, of course, I can't see anything. Okay. All right, you know what I'm going to do? Let's go on and let me try all those opposed, same sign. I don't see any hands up, so I'm going to assume it was a unanimous nomination vote. Thank you very much for that, and congratulations to our newly elected board members. Now, all right, What happens now is the newly elected board then turns around and nominates and actually votes on the designated officers as well as the executive committee. That report is for a one-year term ending in 2027. You know, it's right. You were talking about how it's kind of flipping around up here. Board President Miriam Dant, Vice President Jamie Ratner Rich, Campaign Vice President Linda Mordo, Campaign Vice President Janine Shapiro, Treasurer Larry Theroux, and Secretary Josh Kabak. At-large members of Executive Committee for a one-year term include Helen Kurlander Goldstein, who is the immediate past president, Ofer Korn, Gigi Marks Felsher, Todd Maurer, Imala Ottman, and Matt Tobe. For this part, as I said, of the nominating report, I need the board of directors members to vote, please. If someone could please, let's see, let's go ahead and just show of hands again, please. I feel like I need sunglasses. Okay, all those opposed? Again, unanimous. Thank you very much for your time. I think I turn it back to you at this point. You got it? Thank you, ma'am.
Well, if you were like me and on the edge of your seat to see how that vote would go, I feel pretty confident that there will be no recounts and hopefully no impeachment efforts over the next year. We want to thank a few board members and executive committee members who are finishing their time in those roles. Thank you to Marlo Katz, who is cycling off the executive committee, but staying on the board to continue her term. I want to extend thanks to those board members continuing their terms of service on the Federation Board, and recognize and thank those board members whose term is now ending or are unable to continue with their board service. Megan Maurer, Barry Wormser, and Sandy Naklas. I've told them all they get to take a year off and we'll be back. So, well, this is going to be everybody's favorite part of the evening. This is the end of our program, of our meaningful and inspiring celebration of the people and programs that make our community so special. We extend our heartfelt thanks to everyone whose time and effort contributed to this evening's success. And with that, I will take a motion to adjourn the meeting. We are adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
Perfect.